Well, Nintendo has been having all kinds of new announcements this week. First, we had 2 new games that were coming into the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack service. And then we had the announcement of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition coming to the Switch. And now we have a new cell phone app. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let's take a look here at the announcement from Nintendo of America. Nintendo Music, a new smart device app exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members, lets you stream or download music from Nintendo's library of soundtracks. Nintendo Music will be released later today, and then they have a link here where you can learn more about this. And I would definitely say this was not one that I had on my bingo card for Nintendo. But let's take a little closer look at how this all works. First, as the announcement did say, you do have to be subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online, and you can have a family membership, that'll work. And you don't have to have the expansion pack add-on. The base service that's $20 a year works just fine. And then in the app, you can just search or browse for your favorite game, and it does seem to have a lot of Nintendo properties shown here, at least in the advertisement. I'll just kind of go through some of the different franchises you see here. Obviously, you have your Mario and your Zelda, as well as Animal Crossing, Star Fox, Pokemon, Pikmin, Metroid, and Splatoon. You have some Kirby games in there, as well as Fire Emblem. And you don't have just the Marios, but you also have like Mario Kart and Dr. Mario, as well as Donkey Kong, and they even have Nintendogs on here. Now, I did see in some of the advertisements showing some of the Famicom disc games, so I did wonder if they'll have some of the Famicom disc version of the music, say from like The Legend of Zelda, that's a little bit different than what we got here on the cartridge version. And when you're listening to the music, you'll have some various options, like you can extend the track out longer. So for example, if you want it to just keep looping like it normally would be if you're playing the game, you can set it to play for like 60 minutes. And say you haven't finished a game yet and you don't want to be spoiled by, say, some tracks that might give away how the ending might be, you can hide those spoilers as well. There will also be recommended playlists that you can go through, as well as pulling up some different moods. So for example, it has one here if you want a good night, you can set it to that playlist, and I imagine it'll be a little softer music. But then they also show a playlist for powering up, so I imagine that will be a lot more upbeat. And they also have playlists based on characters, so for example, if you want a Princess Peach theme, you can get like all of her theme music to play. Or if you want one, say, based on boss battles, you can have one playing just a bunch of the boss battle music. And of course, you do have the option just to create your own playlists. Now, I didn't see any option of being able to share your playlist. That's something I think would be kind of cool to have, so you could share it with your friends. Now, they didn't mention this in the video, but I did see on the option screen where you will be able to go back and look at your play history. So if there's something you were listening to the other day and you can't remember what game it was from, you should be able to go back there and find it. And they do say that there will be more tracks added over time. So this is definitely an interesting release from Nintendo. I'm surprised they went this route rather than just making more of their music available through different streaming platforms. But you know, this is Nintendo, they kind of like to have their own platform to do things with. So I'll definitely give this a try later tonight whenever this comes available to download. I did notice on the main menu for the app, it looks like it just has a home, a search, and a My Music, which I guess is where you put your favorites. So it doesn't look like it has a whole lot of extra features. I did notice usually when music's playing, it just has sort of a picture there, so I don't think there's any, like, say, animation to go along with it. So as someone who really enjoys a lot of video game music, I used to torment some of my college roommates by listening to the Final Fantasy VI soundtrack over and over again. This is definitely something I'll try out, especially for the Legend of Zelda music. And who knows, I may browse through some of the games listed there and come across some old favorites that I haven't listened to in a while, so I'm kind of looking forward to exploring the app, although I don't know how much I'll use it in the future. It might be kind of useful if I'm going down the road and I've got my phone connected to my radio and I just decide, hey, I'll just listen to some Zelda music. And the fact that the app does let you download the music to your device, that's good, and the fact that you might go through areas where you don't have any cell signal and you can't stream. Or say if you're on a limited data plan, then you won't have to use that up. But let me know your thoughts. This is definitely sort of out in left field from Nintendo, and I do have to wonder what other type of announcements do they have planned for the rest of this week. Drop your comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching and be good.